Welcome back, guys. You're already back on the Keeezzy Network. You already know what it is. Part 2 of the black and white episodes. Part 1, we already seen. You seen Bruno being the whitest person he could be while being an Italian looking man. Looks Indian. Anyways, that being said, let's just start this shit, right? Let's just start this shit. They're gonna tell us what previous on the next episode anyway, so let's go.
I'm Brian. I'm gonna become a white man.
My name is Bruno. I'm going to become a black person along with my family.
Oh my God, Bruno! I am never around black people.
This is one of the last bastions of Caucasian America.
Racism is here. White people might not think it's here, but it's here.
When I walked into poetry class, just went like, whoa. Who got the idea that I was ready for this?
That is one place I do not want to get found out.
I'm treated exactly the same, whether I'm black or whether I'm white.
Yeah, that's what you think, boy.
A lot of white people love the opportunity to say that word.
I think he's just looking to
He's the main white guy to say that he's looking for the opportunity. He's been looking for the opportunity, as we seen yesterday.
Shit is not happening in the world, and that's bullshit.
Please don't believe the hype. Everything in the world ain't black and white. Everybody ain't a stereotype. Just because I look wrong, I'm about to do right. Black as midnight or bright as Snow White. You better
I can't believe
right
fucking Ice Cube was part of this, bro.
You on nice, blast on you twice. If you a zebra, better come out them stripes. Please don't believe the hype. Everything in the world ain't black and white.
Episode 2. Let's go.
It's called the vowel chart, and it's a very handy tool for this kind of work because it's actually a map of where your tongue moves in your mouth to make the various vowel sounds.
Today we're going to meet with a dialect coach who's going to coach us on how to speak with more of a black dialect. Sparks are going to meet with a dialect coach to learn how to speak with more.
Why is it a white person teaching the white man how to speak like a black man? I don't understand it.
A white dialect.
I'll have to.
I. There is black talk or white talk. There is a difference.
Yeah.
In a black household, the minute we need to do something of importance or go on an interview, the first thing that we do is say, let me put on my white voice. And that's because we live in a white society.
We know this.
Everybody.
So good. Everybody. Oh yeah, right. So you take out the
Everybody, girl. Come on, everybody.
It's sometimes saying everybody.
Yes, so
Everybody.
You are, yeah, everybody.
White people, we tend to cut our words short. You know, white people, they say the whole word.
Life. Good. Pine.
Then.
With the N on it.
I'm still confused how they have a white guy teaching the black people how to speak. I mean, the white person teaching white people how to speak like black people. It's really a problem
Renee
to
and I
me.
were working with a dialect coach. I was learning to talk black, and Renee was learning to talk white. We were switching places.
Well, hello, dear. How are you doing today?
An edge is not to polish.
It was just like a friendly conversation, just she was talking black and I was talking white.
Yo, bitch.
Yo, bitch. Out of the blue in our conversation, she goes, hey, you bitch. I heard that word and it was like, whoa, where'd that come from? She kind of laughed it off, but I wasn't.
I don't, bro. This show tells you how white people be for real, dog. Some white people, not everybody. We know this.
I don't know where I got that. I've got a certain naivety, frankly, going on. I hung out with black women.
You did, huh? No shit, Sherlock.
People not inside yet?
We're chilling. Everybody's late.
Basically, we're taking this poetry class. Not just to write poetry, but we're all planning on performing at this place called The Lounge.
We are going to do a love poem. Bless, you're going to start off. And when I raise my hand, you stop. Exactly where you are. As soon as he stops, you start your poem. When I raise my hand, you stop. You have to continue off right where you left off.
Rolling weed at the same time.
5, 6, 7,
7, and 8.
Go.
Just one stroke of my brush, which is my pen, let me slide deep inside and pull the earth.
Picture me gone, holding it down on my own. Wrong bitch, hot shit, picture me here.
Britney Spears ain't got nothing on me. She be dancing on the stage. I'm amazed that
Love
she...
is a poem I spend a lifetime writing. If only be able to live it. Cause I could spend a lifetime reciting my life's rhymes, but still dying finite. Cause I might give it life, but I won't recapture your soul's photo and eyes and find them is the wrinkle.
I was interested in taking this class because I write poetry myself, but I've never experimented with this type. And because it would be a window into Black culture for someone that's not really used to it.
Dripping with well-put thoughts and smashing ideas, taking you to a whole new level of mental ecstasy where emotional words fertilize hearts and produce heartfelt emotion, where joy lives.
Let's go, brother. Let's go, brother. Give it to them. Give it to them.
Everybody in that class is incredible. I was blown away because everything that came out of their mouths seemed to be the honest truth. And I don't hear that all the time. And I didn't know if my poetry was going to pass.
I want to take your thoughts to a higher level of sereneness, making you crave for and ask my name for just one more stroke of my genius.
Carmen called me a bitch. I took it as though she deliberately called me that. Because, come on, she's not that stupid that she didn't know that she wasn't to call me that.
I think in the...
Come on!
I wanted to be more playful in the situation.
Carmen and Bruno are honestly like the epitome of like colonial white people type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Familiarity, but it hasn't been established. So, excitement.
And see, when you get excited like that, that doesn't call for you to say outlandish words like calling me a bitch. That's not something that everybody just says.
Tell her, sister.
Right out in the open.
Tell her, sister. Tell her.
Like those were words that you really wanted to say. That's not a word that you. If you want to go there with me, I can't go there. But I'm not one to be with. I'm serious.
Let her know, baby.
It's different perception. I'm trying to clear it up.
But I don't understand how that could be different. That's just something you don't say to another person that you don't even know anything about.
That is not how I meant it. And I won't do that again.
Things that white people do that we consider racist is just real subtle, and we are aware of the things that is happening to us.
You don't have to believe me. You guys don't know me yet. He does.
No. I understand. I mean, she can tell you probably. Renee's not the type. She's not gonna hold the grudge.
Yeah.
Renee has someone on her chest. Renee's gonna get.
I certainly get not to call Renee a bitch, but
I really think Renee can be really obnoxious. I would want
You are weird.
cultures with each other. I would want them to be interested in how I perceive life and not judge it.
Is she okay? What's the matter now?
I think you guys are still trying to read something into it that wasn't there. I was in there trying to be black.
That's not being black.
I didn't know that. I
didn't know it was on paper.
In the context of what was happening, using vernacular.
That's it.
You know,
I didn't know not to say that.
So how you not know not to say that? You don't call nobody a bitch unless you know them. Come on now.
Respond. Go, did I say
Shit.
wrong? But you're continuing to hold on to it. We just talked about it. That's not.
Because you're not taking accountability, woman.
Exhale, everybody.
Yes, I accept her apology. But you know, that was so rude. I feel like I was white, she probably wouldn't have done that. I just know the type of person I'm dealing with, and I just moved on.
Hey, white man.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask if Bruno make it on site yet.
I think Brian likes me. I think Brian thinks I'm naive and unwilling to look at the fact that there is racism and that it's tougher to be a black person in society.
Yes, because you don't see it.
Yeah. I want to show Brian that even when black people aren't around or when white people don't think black people are around. White people don't harbor all this racism. In fact, that it truly isn't there. Brian and I are going to go to this bar as two white guys, a primarily white bar, to discuss race.
You live here, Pasadena?
Yes, I do. Oh, okay. Not here. I'm in town from Georgia, visiting.
Santa Monica. Yeah. What's the racial situation like here?
I'm sorry.
Racial?
It's mixed. It's pretty mixed. Oh, just one big mix. That's what I thought.
Interracial marriages. Nobody cares. How do you feel?
It's not everywhere.
Racially?
I don't have a problem with it.
Have you?
I have, yes.
Would you consider marrying a black woman?
Sure. If I the right one, I wouldn't have a problem.
You know, I just find it a little strange that Bruno just come out with his little guns blazing. First question he asked before he even says hello and really properly introduced is, you know, what's the racial makeup of this area out here?
I think I'm gonna lose the bet on this one. Have you ever?
See, bro, if this white guy was like, he could have been like, yo, I don't like how this guy just pulled up and just asked me a question about race just like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like, the guy just really asked a question about race off the fucking bat. It was just like, what? Like, what do you, like, right off the bat, the guy asked the question of race. He like our homie here, I forget his name, our black friend here, what like he said, the, like, hold on a second, I'll put game. All right. Like he said, he came out the gate running. The guy didn't necessarily ready to be like he don't know if this is a friend or what is this, you know? And be like, yeah, I like black girls. It depends where you are and how you. Last episode, our boy here went to the bar he was working at, and the white guy started talking to him because the guy knows where he's at, and now this is a new employee in the bar. Doesn't the man know this is what it is? That's it. He's assuming. But the way Bruno went about it this way, that was not the right way to do it.
Dated a black guy.
Did I what?
Ever date a black guy?
Yes.
I lost.
Okay, I got a question I haven't asked yet. Would you be less apt to consider a long-term baby in the future relationship with a black guy due to the fact that they are notorious for not sticking around and taking care of their families? Would that cross your mind?
Big question.
No.
Really?
No, I did date one guy that was African American, and he's great. He's awesome. But we're still really good friends. And even if we did have a serious relationship, I don't think he would leave. I mean,
From some of the questions that Bruno was asking.
Let him know, girl. We ain't bad like that. Niggas ain't bad like that. Because people think we bad like that. I don't know where the fuck this one is.
Just really lets me know that that's his view of the black race. There's a lot of infidelity in the race, so when he found it strange that the white girl said, yeah, they will still date a black guy.
Is the myth true? Are black men more endowed than white men?
You know what? I wouldn't even ask that one.
Yeah, I will not answer such things.
Wow.
She doesn't want to answer such things. I'm dead.
Who were you with today?
Bruno? He's not subtle at all. But he even has a girl. So is the myth true? She's like, I'm a lady. I won't answer that.
I'm glad she said that. See how they try to push it? I think really though, him and Carmen, they don't have no class, no manners whatsoever.
At the bar, the white people showed me that they were open-minded, but Bruno showed me his mind was very closed.
And the worst part is, the funny part about all this is that you could tell these certain people about what it's like, you know, for a black person. You could tell them and they still be like, it's not that bad. As if they were living it. As if they had lived through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, not everybody's racist. We know this. Not everyone, like yo, little baby said it in the track. Not every white's racist, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you may have racist mentalities. This is a very serious shit. So, goddamn.
there are definitely differences in the way black people and white people live.
Our style of cooking, the way we go to church.
They are two different cultures.
There are some whites that don't think there's a difference. They don't think that blacks speak different. Or if you can't accept that, or if you don't get to know black, you'll never understand black.
Today we're going to Jonathan's house, and a lot of people from poetry are going to be there, and also actually some of Jonathan's friends as well. I'm excited because I get to know them outside of class now and get an inside look into their culture.
I don't date guys my age because they're immature.
So you had bad experiences. Have you ever tried it?
No.
No.
If you're not bringing nothing, if
Why I gotta bring something to the
you
table
have
first?
to bring something to
Leave
my
it.
table.
Leave it, leave
So
it.
what do you
bring to the table?
I bring everything. I work 2 jobs. I'm in college. I make A's and B's. I have a 3.0 point blank.
There you go, girl.
Right.
There you go.
And if you're not bringing that to
Bring
the
it.
table,
Bring
then you cannot be at my table.
I respect
Point
that.
blank. If you
I
gonna sit
respect
around
that.
and expect.
There's a lot of niggas who don't care about all the shit you just said, girl. I'm gonna say that straight up. A lot of niggas don't care. A lot of niggas don't care. A man will build a woman up. The woman ain't gonna build no man up. That's the fucking truth. So don't come out here saying all these things. Sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Bring something else.
Me to work 2 jobs and you laying up in the bed and then you always got your hand out. No.
As a white girl,
I mean, no, definitely. Everybody gotta work. You know what I'm saying? The man gotta work. The lady don't work. If the man says aight, then that's aight. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, gotta work. Everybody gotta work. Everybody gotta work. It's 21st century, right? Everybody wanted to work. Now everybody's working.
hanging out with the poetry people, Devon and Jonathan and Blessed and Latoya, I was more conscious of the race difference.
Rose, right?
Yes.
How old are you, Rose?
Me, I'm 17 and a half. I'm actually going to be 18.
Dang.
She can say yeah.
When's your birthday? August.
22nd.
Okay. Girl?
Yeah.
Virgo?
I'm a Virgo and Leo. I'm on the cusp. Yeah. Doesn't happen very often, but.
And look at my nigga's face! He sees her! He's like, what the fuck is she saying, dog? Look at this nigga's face. He's like, what? This girl's into astrology. It's some real white people shit right there.
I remember we talked about
It's like the last day. What's so funny about that?
I'm starting to think you're not black. To a certain extent, you're not in that group the same way everybody else is. That's really hard to deal with because when I go out, I'm putting myself on the line. Like, I gotta go in there feeling comfortable and confident.
Yo, you like every other black man, dog. You sound whack, man. Go into to get a job and start playing some tax, man. They ain't feeling my dreams, they ain't feeling my stuff. Jay Quest, you live in Few Park, you ain't had it rough. So I'ma spit it for me, whoever choose to listen. And I'ma keep on doing the tracks and I'ma keep on wishing.
Let's go, boy. Spit a 1-2 bomb,
The
man.
rap session started up at Jonathan's house. I started getting a little bit nervous. It's not exactly something I do very much.
I'm a woman, and that's how I'm coming. You trying to step to me, your punk ass just frontin'. I don't give a about nobody else. I do my damn thing trying to get my wealth. I never did you dirty, never tried to do you wrong. You want to get on the song and tell me I don't belong? Trying to bust me out in front of every mother body that you know, but your ass got to go, bro.
I'm scared and I'm intimidated. And of course, I could say, no, sorry, I don't do that, I don't do that. But it was like, do it. You know what I mean? If you suck ass, you suck ass.
It's really nice to hear you say something that I haven't heard, but I'm gonna tell you one thing that is true. Here's what I seen today. Your faces make me happy, but it's all I got. So
What? This is horrible.
you know you rhyme much better than I do, and you got much beat. You make lots of sense when you true. Stop it now.
This is cringy. This is cringy. This was cringy. This was cringy. This was cringy. That's what they say about girls on rap.
Brian told me about the races that he met at Leo's bar, and I was interested in seeing what kind of response I would get by me going myself. I wanted to know how white people really felt.
All right.
The this evening I'm having a drink at Leo's bar, and Brian's bartending there, and I'm gonna try to talk to someone how they feel about racism.
Yeah. So this is a pretty good bar. I'm visiting, so I'm just.
Where are you visiting from?
Georgia.
No kidding.
Yeah. Black people come to this bar.
I've only seen maybe one black person.
So if one was to move here, that was, that could afford to live here, would it be a big problem, you think?
They were educated and everything like that, and
assimilate to the community. I gotta take off this quick cuff.
friends with the neighbors, just like everybody.
Right.
Black people are here complaining about being segregated.
So you feel like they do it to themselves?
Huh? Are we now? I did not know.
Right. As blacks always have to conform to, white culture.
Right?
Right.
So that's the way it is. Good or bad.
Right.
Just the way it is. So when people come here,
Wasn't formed by white people. You guys had a lot. It was not just white people, but do as you will, my guy. It was black people, regardless of the fact that they want to say. It's not my country. It's not my history. What do I know, right? Woo.
that's what they should want to be.
See that right there? That's what it means to be racist. He's inherently racist without probably doesn't even know it himself. Because it's like that's the way it should be, and then that's what they should want to be. What? That's the way it is, good or bad, and that's just the way it is. Then that's the way they should want to be. Wow, that's wild things to say. That's a racist mindset. Fucking planet's not yours, boy. Country's not yours.
I knew going into this place that something may happen, but I think for the life of me, I wasn't expecting what I got out of it. Because I met the most ignorant person I've ever seen.
And you may know this.
The most ignorant motherfucker I ever heard talk.
I don't know, it's like they're right here. They're proud of being dumb.
Oh.
They're proud of not doing good in school. They go around and they just go, I'm just a dumb.
Really?
And if someone in their community is in school and is doing good, like getting good grades and might go to college, they're like, oh yeah, you're trying to be like a whitey, aren't you?
Yeah.
The parents are saying, if you're smart, you're going to be like the white people. We don't want to be like the white people. And the way we don't be like the white people is to be dumb. Now that's here. I don't know what it's like in Georgia. I'm just telling you.
I can't believe guy really thinks that's the truth too. Wild thing to think about. You think about it. Like he really believes truly in his heart of hearts that this is the truth. That he's spitting the truth right now. That's the craziest part about this. He really believes truthfully he's spitting the truth. I can't believe it. When we go to school to do shit. When a black person tells another black person, why you acting white? It's not because the guy goes to school and he has a good job and whatever good things. It's the mannerisms, bro. The way you move, the way you do certain things. That's what it means when a black person tells a white person, you acting white. Or like, you moving white. Or you trying to be white.
But what if I wasn't talking to this man and I was just sitting here drinking my beer? That what he would have thought of me? Not by talking to me. He already has this picture in his head. And I thought, that's just so sad.
really sad, man. Some views that they aren't.
I can believe some of the stuff he was saying.
Yeah, he was eating it up well. Took that one for the team, boo.
That's why I was like, okay, now wait a minute. Not all black people are like that. He's like, I know, cause see, look at you. Look how you're dressed.
Yeah.
But you know, he was being very honest, and I thought it's probably better not to say anything, so that way he can keep saying what he needed to say, instead of me saying my views and us not getting what we really needed to get.
Facts.
That bar produced good stuff. That's twice in a row.
The Wurgles are not having the same racial experiences that me and Brian are. It's kind of hard to have white people understand what it's really like to be black, to experience racism. To me, putting on the makeup doesn't really give them the experience that they need to, because if so, then they would be getting it. And right now, they're not getting it.
They ain't getting shit. Can't wait till they do. Can't wait till these motherfuckers do, man.
I'm going to a black church as a black woman, so I need to go shopping with Renee to find something to wear.
See, this may be a little bit too much for that particular church.
Really?
Depending on what you would wear with it. I like this.
I love that. Oh, here we go, Renee. What do we think of that?
Oh, that's a little bit too much. See, like this is a little bit more subtle for me.
Although there's been some healing since the bitch incident, I don't really have a genuine affection or connection yet with Renee. There is an innate, almost distrust for her.
Wait. So she has an innate distrust for Renee. Why? How? Why? That ain't racism? I don't know what it is.
Which is this one?
A little silly looking.
You think so? Yeah.
Now this is cute. Here we go. Here we go. What do you think?
I don't like it.
White people crazy.
But if you like it, go for
I'm kind of teasing.
Okay.
Actually, this is beautiful. But wouldn't that look neat?
Well,
I like that. We came to the shop that had dashikis, and I thought that would be beautiful. I could see Bruno and I both donning these and feeling comfortable. And
give up, man. This woman, man, Carmen, change her name to Karen.
And almost regal.
It's 4 pieces.
For the man?
Yeah, pants, shirt,
yeah,
grand boo and hat.
Grand boo?
Yeah, that they call grand boo.
The whole idea of becoming black does, for some reason, give me permission to be more outrageous in ways, and I like it.
If that ain't racist, I don't know what it is. What the fuck does that mean to be more outrageous? What are you talking about, lady? What are you talking about? Please explain to me what this lady is talking about. It's really getting to it's getting to a certain point, man. This lady really, she's really on some shit. Anyways, let's just keep going. Like, she's the epitome of what they say is like the racist white woman. Like,
that. I like stepping into that.
One size
what do you
fit all.
think?
It's nice.
Wow, a white woman wanting to wear an African outfit. Why does she want to do it? Is she trying to make a statement, or is she inquisitive about our race? Like, we're just so different, like aliens. I mean, it's like, I really don't know if she's for real or that.
you can't even tell.
For both of us? Okay.
You can't even tell for real sometimes.
Let's do that. Okay. I was excited to wear these dashikis because they're just gorgeous. And I felt proud and beautiful. Oh, there's some neat shops. Maybe I'll come back down again with Rose.
There is some neat shops.
I swear I love everybody. I swear I love everybody. I'm not
Making the friends that I had in poetry class has taught me about the confidence, the creativity and the articulation very unique to Black culture. They have encouraged
Why does she have to
me
say it with such
to
emphasis?
write what makes me tick. I have been wanting to put together a poem that speaks of my experience in this project, how it's been really kind of this shade of gray. The same way that they get up and offer me their truth, I finally gave them a piece of myself.
We are going to the poem that you think that you're going to read, and then we're going to discuss it and comment on it. We're all going to read, criticize, like, you know what, I think this, that, and then we're going to give constructive criticism. We'll also discuss your poems, what they mean to you, and all that good stuff. So, let's get crack-a-lacking.
Vivid, self-life. Who gave my father that title? Who was there for me when I was sick? Who was there for me when my mother applied for WIC as I ate that government cheese? Now you want to step to me and say, please, see, back up out my space. I'm about to put you in your place. Don't step up to me and expect me to call you father. Don't you even bother. Where the you been all this time? Life is streets. That's why I start writing poetry.
Toya!
Stunned, and you're going to continue to have that blank silence your whole life to just really understand that that means that you're brilliant.
I can tell that's coming from the heart. I can tell that this is all you. And every time you do this, it's always going to be flawless because it's all you.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but they have never inflicted as much pain as words have had on me. One word in particular. A small, 3-letter word. Bag. Or
I knew it. I knew it.
Whichever you prefer. Am I would wonder? Well, if by gay you mean, am I attracted to boys, then the answer is no. I've never been attracted to any boy or man. I would change all of me just to wash this ugliness off of me. This isn't me. This isn't what I wanted to grow up to be, honestly.
I felt like at the beginning you held back. But I can say that like you could really kill that piece if you would just, put you in that.
Be yourself and be real to what you feel, and you're beautiful. Your words and everything, it's coming together.
Okay, Rose, do your thug thizzle.
Okay. So should I do instead of, let's see. With matters of gray, there's no one word. In fact, I can't even really speak about it. Don't get me wrong, because I talk all the time and I am a talker by nature. But when it comes to black and white, it all turns gray. I have struggled with this poem. The main point of this is actually my experience in this project, how it's been really kind of this shade of gray. And so I wrote a poem titled Matters of Gray, and it talks about how things aren't so black and white. I can only offer my ignorance. These are the words of a girl who has attempted listening to another side, hoping that the divide is slighter than expected and that I will be relieved by the growth of people. Well, if color means so much anyway, then why can't we get it straight? And that's one member.
Lean up against the wall. Comments?
I just felt like, that's it? Like, I didn't connect to anything. It just seemed like it was like you were giving a speech.
The performance I thought was excellent. I think that you have all those things in you to do anything. And the writing that you presented and the poetry that you presented has showed an amazing amount of talent, amount of range that was not depicted in that poem. So, and I think that's because you're not necessarily doing that poem for you. That poem I don't feel is all from you and what you want to say from you.
I mean, she's right about one thing. It's not all she wants to say. That's for
I felt a
sure.
little insecure. Like, am I not good enough because I'm white, or am I not cool enough because I'm me? I think the deceit here is really presenting itself uncomfortably because it's not just dealing with race. Because they are such a group of honest individuals, the makeup itself is a lie. Honestly, what I'm trying to grapple with right now is if I would like to come back into that class and tell them the truth.
Damn. I feel like she's gonna do it. Think she's gonna do it? Do y'all think she's gonna do it? Do y'all think she's gonna tell her class the truth? I really actually wonder. Actually,
Church is at 12.
again, she's a nice one.
We have to
Her
go
parents,
when they got on
they're on some shit.
What color is these dashikis? You know, bright yellow and green.
They're probably orange or something like.
No, it's like a rust color and gold.
Why don't they just dress like Aunt Jemima on the syrup bottle? Get it over with.
What he gonna dress up as?
He can dress like Uncle Ben. Shit. You know, it's crazy.
She wanted to.
No, I want them to wear it because I want them to see how ridiculous they are. Because if that's their impression of black, then they are. It's garbage.
At all times,
garbage,
I've
bro.
never seen one black person wear a dashiki. Everybody come in with
If
suits
they
and
are,
tie. Bruno and Carmen are so retarded. I just think they.
The thing is that in America, that motherfuckers, they're not African per se. Like they are the roots, but like they're so disconnected. They don't wear no fucking dashikis. I know I have homies that may wear one and then for an occasion. You know what I'm saying? I think I have a top. Just a shirt. I think I have a top or something like that. But that's because my homie brought it back from fucking where he's from. You know what I'm saying? In America, you don't see them people walking around with a fucking dashiki or any type of fucking African clothing unless the guy is fucking from Nigeria and he's down here. You know what I'm saying? Or unless them people, that's what they like. No, there are some of them that just they gravitate towards back towards the root. But like, I'm actually fucking with what the man is saying right now. He's being backing in that thought.
Took the dashiki thing a little bit too far. That's kind of go way over the top. I think that's just they being ignorant with their way of impressing on black people.
All right, tell me about it, boy. They be ignorant about it. Very, very. Ignorant.
What are y'all wearing to church?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, it's a good
Thank you
question.
for asking.
Yeah.
Do you think they wear
I don't know.
traditional African garb for this church?
We got to know that.
But they're
King
so
Bruno.
they're so beautiful. They're so
King
beautiful.
Bruno.
Yeah, no, I can get into that. You know.
Honey, take off your shirt if you're going to do it.
No, he just says,
oh my God,
wow.
gorgeous on you.
Oh, it's
See,
awesome.
didn't I tell you I was right? The color looked good on him.
Wow.
It does. It's beautiful.
I
Magnificent.
must admit, that is nice.
Mom thought it would be good, right?
You said that's what you wanted to wear. I said I wouldn't wear it, but you wanted to wear it.
Oh, I thought you.
I mean, I like it, but it's not something I would wear. I would.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I'd have fun wearing it.
Personally,
you wouldn't do it.
Wouldn't do.
Right.
Because I think that honestly, if you wear those, everybody gonna say, "Who the hell are these people coming in here?" But
I don't
that
think
just
it's necessarily
heightens.
a bad thing.
Well, at least take them tomorrow then. See what they say. They might
We'll take them.
take them.
I'm getting a mixed message here. Why would she say the dashikis would work and then later say they wouldn't?
Common misconception. Come on, girl. She did not say that shit would work. She did not say. All she said was. All the girl said was, what did she say? She said it looked nice, which she reiterated at the table that it looked nice. So she didn't say that. Oh, it fucking.
Share your energy with
big
me.
host. Thank you for the follow. She didn't say. She didn't say that it would work. Now you just assume she said that because she said it looked nice, which is your problem, lady.
I mean, are you trying to help me or not? How do you think we're doing?
I didn't think you guys were getting it yet. I don't feel that you're getting the experiences that I go through on a daily, and that's the reason I say that.
We each brought to this table our own perceptions based on who we are. That you and I had conflict probably had to happen. I'm sensitive. You have ideas. You know, charges on certain words or on whites not understanding blacks or whatever it is. I have an ongoing paranoia that I'm going to say something politically incorrect. You know, I can't even talk without being paranoid. And I was playing when I said bitch, and it got boom. I don't want to reenact that. I'm just, hang on. Oh, what?
But you know what? We're not all that different.
That's what I've been saying from the beginning.
But that's kind of where I'm coming from. That's sort of my belief. And so far, that's kind of what I've been experiencing.
Brian has definitely experienced racism. I don't know if he's looking for it, and he sort of assumes that in any situation where he's not getting what he feels is his due, it's because he's black. I think there's a part of that there. But where do you go from that?
We don't think that. We know when it happens because we're black, but we don't think that at all. So don't A waste.
And it's like a checkmate. What do I say to that? I don't believe that racism is nearly as bad now as it was 40 or 50 years ago, at least in this country.
It's gotten a little better, but in the same hand, it hasn't. It's to me now, it's more sneaky.
It's become politically incorrect to acknowledge our racism.
I think it would be better to have it like it was back in the day because
Acknowledge that shit, woman.
you know what you're dealing with.
Let's receive our choir at this time.
We ended up deciding not to wear the dashikis because we didn't want to draw that much attention to us.
Oh.
We just wanted to go and experience the
You
church
should have
as
done
part
it,
of
girl.
our
You
community.
should have
I'm
done
here
it.
to tell you that God can turn around anybody. God can turn around any situation. God can do it. I've seen him do it time in and time out.
God can change any circumstance. God can change any situation. God can change. I once was lost in sin, but Jesus took me in.
I hate church.
Have a little talk with Jesus.
I don't like
Make
church.
everything
I'm not a church person.
right.
I despise going to church.
My theory on church is I want to get the word. If I was playing God, God would say, just come and let me give you the word. At the same time, I do think they went a little bit overboard.
Are you ready to go? Yeah. Are you ready to go? Yeah. Say yeah. Yeah.
Look at him. You guys having fun.
I dug the music, I dug the cheering, and I really got into it. I really enjoyed it.
The regular church, it's just not as fun. It's just not as fun. They just get up and they rock.
It's a show. It's a pep rally, and it's wonderful.
It's one thing to catch the word and feel the flow, and not because they felt compelled because of the color of the makeup they had on. Oh, his ass is all about passing, so I'm gonna do the black amen and throw the right hand to God.
I wasn't acting black. I was acting like Bruno. I think I represent the black race well.
No, you don't. It's just the way you think makes it
The
better.
Bible says, as a man thinketh, that he also is.
The hardest part about this is keeping the lie. The poetry classes are so honest. I just cannot stand lying to them anymore. I am not going back there pretending anymore. These are the people I want to be real with. I really need to tell them the truth.
Now this is gonna be interesting. I'm here for this one.
I have something to tell you, and I don't exactly know how to say it. I'm actually a white girl in black makeup.
I live in Santa Monica. I've told you the truth since the beginning, except for the fact that I've walked in here in makeup, and that is the lie. This writing class is one of the most incredible places I think I've ever been and heard anybody speak. I can't imagine how it would feel. For some, it might feel pretty like whatever, and some others could be deeper, and I don't want to start thinking that I know because I'd like you to tell me. So please, give me what you got.
To me, you seem extremely intelligent and well-spoken, and I appreciate that you take this opportunity not as entertainment, but that you truly appreciate what you can get out of it and what anybody else who sees this can get out of it. So I do appreciate that, and that you are genuine.
Really
That's what I appreciate about her. She's
You have
genuine.
no animosity or ill will. I can only imagine how hard this might be for you. I just want to let you know that if you need to lean on me, and I'll hope to speak for everybody else, to just lean on us. I think it is important that you do befriend us and get to know us in ways that you might have never known us before. And I felt if anything can be taken from this, that'd be the most important thing, that you get to know people you never knew and just find love that you might not have known existed in certain places.
You guys don't fear any question. Bring it at me, please.
Yes. I don't feel better. I feel like throwing up. And right now, looking at you, I am disgusted. I'm afraid because I cannot see you. I cannot see who you are. You have not shed one tear in apologizing to me. Not one. You sound like the most rehearsed person I've ever met out of all the people in this class. And you haven't even begun to apologize to me. Everybody's like, oh, we're cool, we're here for you. They're not speaking for me. They are not speaking for me at all. So cry so I can see part of your white skin. Because I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are.
What the hell is wrong with
Hold on.
Let me go her first and then come back to you. Cool?
Sure. I don't feel like you were blaming me. So thank you for being honest with me. I happen to be a very emotional girl, and I have cried about twice every day. And to be able to get through days like this has been something I have never done before. And I couldn't prepare myself for this.
Everybody in this class will know, whatever Chad said in this room, you will know that he is speaking honesty. That there will be no, I was waiting until class was over to say blah, 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 blah. Chad's not like that. But everybody's thinking it and wants to give each other a look. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, I'm going to say it. I love you like I love myself. Pray for me like I pray for you. And that's all I have to say. I apologize for you crying.
I wish she took off her makeup. I wish she took off her makeup like, this is me. That's a pretty white girl. She's a pretty white girl. She's cute. Yeah, pussy, she's cute. Anyway. I wonder what she looks like now.
Today the poetry class is coming over, and this is definitely the first time they're going to see me as who I am, white. And I am freaked out. I do not know if they're going to accept me. Hello.
Jonathan.
Rose.
Oh, what?
I think I'm like, what?
Are you serious?
What's up? How you doing?
When Jonathan came to the door and
The
didn't
makeup
know
was
that
that
it was
good?
me, I was stunned. I had no idea I pulled it off that well, and it was definitely shocking and hilarious.
That's what I told her. She's
You are really white. Like, not even a little bit. Like, if I saw you on the street, I'd be like, she's white.
They're blue.
I'm gonna be staring at you the whole time.
That's okay. That's
So I'm just like,
okay. I'm not trying.
because you're totally different.
What I got the most.
This
from
is
telling the
heartwarming.
truth
I like this
was
episode.
I've got friends. Right now, I've got the beginning of a lot of friendships.
Which one got her pregnant?
Mathematicians can't understand our love. They even asked for lessons, but I told them there's no explanation for the equation of our love sessions because you occupy my mind, leaving no more room for stressing because I want to play with you and in you and around you and
I
coast
think it's
on
talking
top
to
of you
her
in
right
all
now.
different ways. And I'll let your curves plot my course. And since I believe in equality, you can choose soft or full force.
Bars!
You
Bars,
can never be
bars.
happy with one like me because I can't keep up with your output and demand expectancy, and it's not as though I did not try. But finally, I had to stop and ask myself, I'm doing all this. Why?
Why is her mom here?
Group was a group of pretty amazing, articulate, powerfully spoken young people. And it was inspiring for me to hear them speak their truth. So I did get up and I was able to speak from my heart. Grateful to be touched by the children in this room. Their courage and their beauty inspired me as a poet. The immediacy of your love and the availability of your heart, powerful black men's physique, sweetness. Something
Fetishizing
midwife
alert.
You and your partner are doing with these young souls. Thank you. And I don't get you. You're off the charts. Are you gay or straight? You are so sweet and wise and poetic and beautiful beyond your years. Thank you.
Damn.
Moved by the beauty of this magnificent black creature.
What?
By her candor and love.
What in the motherfucking... What the actual fuck is wrong with this woman? What the actual fuck is wrong with this woman? See my nigga in the back over there? But this nigga right here, he like... He probably thinking to himself, how the fuck did your daughter come from you? Because you're so ignorant. This nigga like, what am I... What the fuck? What should I do? What should I say? Should I stop this?
Doing for Carmen to point out you beautiful black creature was like, whoa. Always
Blunder.
She always has to go there with someone to just leave that lasting insult.
Thank you all and welcome.
I was so embarrassed and mad and angry at the same time. I was like, there she goes again.
Jazz, you have to leave?
After she spoke, everybody was like, okay, I gotta go. All the people in the audience felt uncomfortable continuing on.
I can't believe this.
God knows my mother is strange and she can't contain herself sometimes. I know how she can be misconstrued and misunderstood.
Anybody involved in a communication decides to shut down, it's over.
And you're ready to do that, Renee?
Well, see, I don't know because your mom said some strange things to me that it's hard for me to just really let go, and it just makes me wonder what type of person she really is, because there were people sitting here that she didn't even know, and to me, for her to just call them out like that brought me back to when she called me the B word. I don't like that. To me, that's just judging somebody right from the back, and you don't know anything about their inside, what they like.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. She's being a little bit too much with the B word. Like she's putting way too much emphasis on the bitch thing. Hey, calm down, girl. Calm down. Now you're just being angry for
or anything. You're just looking at the outside.
Oh, man. First of all, I have never called any one of you a negative name. That was an exercise off of it.
Oh, God. I got so shook. I thought she was about to say it. I really thought she was. Oof. That was a close one.
Sheet. We've talked about it.
I accepted her apologies. I'm not one to let things go.
No.
Okay, you told me you let it go like that.
I said I'm over it, but still that just tells me how to deal with you from now on until this project is over with.
See.
That's just me.
So you just shut off now? Honestly.
Yeah, I really am. Yes.
Okay.
If I was practicing with someone that I didn't even.
She's being very difficult as well. But I feel her. I get where she's coming from to a certain extent.
No, regardless of race, I still wouldn't call you a name. Regardless of what was on a sheet of paper, black and white. I'm sorry.
I can appreciate your point of view. And if you want to use what I did with the poetry group as evidence that for some reason you don't trust me, I can't argue with that. You either get me or you don't. And you'll either trust me or you won't. Not be seen or loved and to be made wrong and held wrong, it's really hard. Especially
the difference between the races is based on just this type of. Oh, that was said? Well, that means this.
Well, they already knew that whites are insensitive and ignorant. I heard that from the beginning, and you're coming here to prove that we say stupid things, something like that. And sure, I fulfilled it for you.
Forget it. It's never going to go anywhere.
We could just accept the differences. No, it's not going to work. I feel it. It's like, this just does not work. And I'm sorry about that. You know, because I can see what's neat about you. Huh?
No, you're not. Don't say, yeah, I am too.
But you know what? I just can't be that way. I'm not one to just
There you go. You
let
can't
it go.
be that
Episode 3 is going to be fucking interesting.
That way. End of story. You've been many different things.
I
other
am
than
many
what,
different things.
You know,
I've made.
Renee is fixated on. So has that changed your mind at all? I get it hasn't. You got your definition. That's it. You're gonna paint Carmen in that way
It's
forever.
a choice. You know, I'm going on what I've seen.
And that's what we're dealing with in this project, right?
This is a very, very accurate microcosm of what can happen.
Well, what
Happens
does
every
happen?
day. All over the world. Every day.
All right. This episode was a little boring compared to the one yesterday. But I mean, shit, I don't even know what to think about it at this point. Let me know what you guys think of that thing in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because I'm just bowsled right now. I'm discombobulated. Anyways, y'all tell me how y'all feel about it this episode. I didn't really like the episode 2 so much. Check episode 3 out tomorrow. Then we'll drop that.